You're Near the Wild with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska.
Hold on. Hello.
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 Ah.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Fantastic.
Pretty good. Pretty decent. I just spent the whole morning just deleting stuff off of my computer at work. So.
Oh, are you getting fired or
Everything good?
It's like the equivalent of just like shredding paper in a back room. Yeah, I think my computer was just full of shit that I don't know if I needed it. So I like to err on the side of I don't need this shit anymore. That's the past. I look forward.
Is this a?
I did that with the fridge. I did that with the fridge today.
Yeah. Always look forward.
Is this a work computer?
Yeah, we have like one of our editing computers that has just been beaten up over the last couple of years.
Is this the one you flew the illegal drone over the airport with?
Yes. That footage gone.
Yeah, get rid of that quick.
You can't pin anything on me, FAA.
Well, you do know that nothing you delete from a computer is really gone, right?
Oh no, I drilled holes in the hard drives.
Okay.
Those are gone.
Well, there is that. As long as it's intact, there are ways to recover. So know that, John. Just in case you stopped being paranoid for 2 seconds. I just want
never. My tinfoil hat is on tight all the time.
Becker, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I've been cleaning my room out. Fucking what a nightmare, dude.
The back room where the computer is?
Yeah. Storage locker.
So John's been cleaning inside the computer. You've been cleaning outside the computer.
Everything around it. Yeah. A lot worse.
The files are inside the computer.
I have some amazing things though.
Yeah,
I forgot how amazing.
It is like a large English study or a library, but it's condensed to a 12 by 12 room.
Well, you know what it is?
A cabinet of curiosities.
Yes.
I saw today that they released all the Ray Bradbury, the TV show he did. They released all of them on YouTube.
What show was that?
If you ever look, the Ray Bradbury Theater.
Was that?
Is it good? I've never seen it before.
Oh, it's great. But if you ever see a picture of Ray Bradbury, I think that's where I got it.
The idea?
No, it's because he did magic and stuff too. So he's got all his magic props and books and fucking shit just piled. But he knows where everything is, and that's exactly the way I am. I'm like paper clips underneath the buttons.
You certainly do.
But,
you do have the thing needed at the right time, and the only way you can do the two things, you have to be prepared, and you also have to know where it's at. So yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm like a agoraphobic Boy Scout.
Yeah, that would be it. But I mean, like, what was the impetus to start cleaning out the cabinet of curiosities?
Oh, Becky went to Homer for a couple days.
But isn't that when you usually buy stuff?
No, that's when I usually try to. Because right now, I told her, I said, "Do not come home at this point right now."
like no surprises, no early. It was raining, so we came back early. No, tough it out because you got shit to do.
The reason we never get divorced is I haven't taken half my shit. The other half's yours, honey. Live with it.
So are you just putting it out in the backyard and letting the rain ruin it, or are you actually donating it? What are you doing?
No, I'm just organizing it right now, but yeah, I have plans.
Organizing, like,
how are you organizing? Are you like
shelving?
putting it into like piles? Like, here's a good pile. This is an even better pile.
Yeah, like I'm getting all the lights together, everything light oriented, and then I'm getting everything Halloween oriented, and I'm getting everything art oriented, everything electronics organized.
Have either of you ever seen the blog Things Organized Neatly?
Obviously not, John.
I
might have that somewhere.
It kind of makes, I don't know. It makes me mad because I can't. There's just a bunch of shit like usually laid out on the floor, and And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's not, those aren't things organized neatly. That's just a bunch of shit on the floor, like lined up. Anyway.
I guess I don't understand the concept. It's saying just to take everything off your shelves and in drawers and lay it on the floor.
Well, it's just like pictures of shit. It's not even, I don't know. Let me see. I'll try it.
Have you seen the website,
hard
John?
To explain. Yeah, it's hard to explain though, because it is literally just like a bunch of colored pencils in a row, and you're like, yeah, I guess those are organized neatly.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't understand that. That's all they have is colored pencils.
No, okay. Well, here's I just looked up the blog, and it's a bunch of cheese in a line. Is that You guys got to see it. It's beyond explanation.
And the website again?
Perfect for a podcast. Thingsorganizedneatly.tumblr.com.
Oh,
it just linked.
Yeah, I see you sent me something there. But is this really a way for Becker? Is this something that he can actually utilize here?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not here to decide how things should be used. I'm just here to give options.
Yeah. But is this an option that you're suggesting for Becker, or is this?
Yeah.
Or is this
Becker? Just take all your stuff and just lay it out on your floor and take an overhead picture and call it a day.
I'd need to get a drone. I'd have to fly it over the entire house.
I got it.
I see what this is, John. John, I think you're a little mistaken. In the purpose of this is to show things arranged and organized neatly. It's not some kind of a life hack on how to get your life organized. This is just someone. Okay, I just assumed that might. I guess maybe it was me that's wrong here. Or I'm mistaken. Is that I thought you were giving some advice on how to organize your life better. I guess. Where
would I come off giving anybody advice on how to organize their life better?
That was the shocking thing to me was that you would say something and then have a suggestion. So this is.
Have you seen the dumpster fire that is my life?
I know.
I can't give anybody advice.
John. That's why I had to say something. But I see what's going on here now. These are very artistic looking photographs of neatly organized sundry items. Sometimes it's all gumdrops. Other times it's just it looks like what's in someone's pocket, but it's all laid out neatly in a nice.
I've seen this, but usually it's one of those crime photos, like the drug dealer. They got kilos of coke and guns and money sitting there.
Or there's strings pointing to articles from newspaper, and it's all pinned on the wall.
That is my new blog, Crime Scenes Organized Neatly.
Well, of course I watched the floor.
It's a bunch of dead bodies, and they're arranged from biggest to smallest.
Oh my God! You're ready for another cult killing?
Yep.
Well, thanks for trying, John.
Listen, I think I can't stop scrolling through now. They have something here.
Yeah. They'll be there are nice looking pictures. So we'll put a link up. Who wants to kill time?
If anybody wants to see a bunch of rocks organized neatly.
Well, yeah, I like the one with the Fruit Loops. That's pretty good.
Because nothing drives me crazier than when I walk into a gravel pit. I'm like, oh, somebody organize this fucking place.
Wait, is this website called meth.com?
That would just be microwaves and toasters taken apart. More of a heap of electronics. I did have to take apart a toaster today, actually yesterday. The toaster wasn't working. You know when you push a toaster, you push it down, and then it does its toasting, and then it pops up. Right? Simple, right?
Right.
Why now? I'm not saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying I had to fucking take the thing apart because I was like, I hate the idea of throwing this thing away. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And my knee-jerk reaction was, well, it's a fucking Target toaster. Go get another one for $6 at Target. Toss this one away.
Wrong.
Totally wrong. You're right. Totally wrong.
It's people like that are killing this planet with
Yes, John.
Our landfills overflowing with toasters.
I opened it up. It took 4 screws.
Did you try just shoving a fork down in there a couple times?
That did not work. But I knew there was something wrong with the latch, and in my head, I'm like, I don't even know what's in here. I just assumed like some kind of a cog and a hook that holds it down, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I really don't know what's making this thing work. Let's just fucking get the screwdriver. So I take the thing apart, open it up, and there's a fucking magnet in there there's a small electric charge that holds a piece of metal down when you push the plunger down to toast the bread, and then it lets go. And for whatever reason, it wasn't coming down all the way. And I don't know if it was just having to tighten the screws or whatever, but it worked perfect after that. And that was my
and don't you feel great about it?
I feel fucking fantastic.
That's what I said. I've been fixing things like crazy around here, and that's just a blast. I fixed the dryer. It's working 110%, and I know it doesn't have a sweater hidden in it now.
But what is the problem with the meth guys? It's so invigorating to actually put the toaster together. They're taking them apart, but they're never putting them back together, and that's the reward.
Well, by the time you get it taken apart, you got to go find more meth, and then you moved on to something else.
No, I think it's a metaphor for their lives.
Really?
Yeah. They figure when they get clean and sober, they'll put it all back together.
Okay. Work the steps.
Remember the old saying? Maybe I'll give it a night, I'll sleep on it. They don't.
Yeah. So if they just get a little shut-eye, then they'll end up putting all this stuff back together. Then all of a sudden there'll be a glut of toasters and microwaves on the market, and then the price will dip considerably. That's how economics works.
I actually need to fix our vacuum cleaner because our vacuum cleaner isn't working, and I'm dreading it because I know it's gonna have like just fucking gross dust and hair and shit everywhere all over my garage.
Now, are you emptying it or are you fixing it?
I need to fix it. I could empty it I wouldn't talk about it if I just had to empty it.
Okay.
No, but you know what you do, John, right? Take it out in the yard, take the hose and spray it all down inside and out first.
Yeah.
Then take it apart.
Actually, I broke it into a couple parts and I put it in my washing machine. I got it on the spin cycle.
The gentle cycle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty dirty, so I put it on heavy load.
Up until the late 70s, they had a vacuum cycle on the washing machine. Not many people know that. Well, I wasn't doing wash in the 70s, but yeah. Go ahead.
They also had a cap setting.
So I don't know how to fix stuff at all. So I should probably get some meth before I take this thing apart.
During the Inquisition, they had a Christian setting.
Christian setting. Yeah. And then in the late 80s, they had a Boy George setting. Only on the dryer.
Yeah. Back then, well, in Europe, it was called the blower, not the dryer.
Well, he'd tumble for you. Yeah.
Are you guys sad about the Olympics being over?
No.
I am. I was kind of having fun. I mean, how often do you flip TV on and have to just cold call if you like badminton or not?
Yeah. Or you'd find out that there were actually sports that were less interesting than badminton. I mean, I still don't know the name of one. I call it handball because that's what they're fucking doing. But they're playing on like an artificial surface, so it's indoor. There's is
it highlight?
No, it's not highlight. It's a team sport. There is a goal that looks like a soccer net on either side, and they're running with. They have a ball. It looks like a small. It looks like the size of a pomelo, a large grapefruit, and they're like taking a step, bouncing it, and then hucking it. And there's men's and women's teams. And this has to be somewhere from Europe or something. I've never seen this.
It's the number one sport in Belarus.
Okay, my point exactly. I had no idea something like that existed. I don't know what it is, and maybe it's me, but it seemed like the coverage for the Olympics at some key points they were not telling the scores of like the final win in gymnastics. We were like, what was the score? She was 6. She had to get at least a 15.7. And now everyone's clapping, but we don't know what the score was. And just like this handball thing is that there's no way to get the additional information while you're watching the sport.
Well, I feel like as far as scores go for like gymnastics and stuff, it's not that important because they're all made up. Like it's just a bunch of judges who are like, she won, and you just have to be like, okay. But handball is not a subjective sport, so the points are kind of important.
What my point is it seemed like the coverage could have had more information on some of these other sports, and then they clearly were not posting all of the scores in a timely manner while you're watching it. And I know some of this stuff we were even watching reruns, And they still did. Not that they could do it. I don't know. Fuck. Whatever. I agree with Becker that you can just flip it on and you can just do that instead of surfing the internet, watching cat videos. You could watch pointless games that you never heard of.
I chose cat videos this year.
Yeah, clearly.
The chicken walking in pants is still the funniest fucking thing I've seen in a while.
What?
The chicken in blue pants?
Is that how I look it up?
Yeah, look up chicken in blue pants.
Wait, is there
Somebody made a little pair of pants for a chicken, and they just let him run, and it's hysterical. I don't know why. I just looked at it and went, all right, Becky, you're not crazy after all.
Do you think were there knockoffs where there was a chicken in blue pants and they're trying to steal their thunder?
I mean, do you remember when they had the cat? Wait, what was it? Remember there was one in a shark suit and he was on a Roomba?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This topped that. I went, all right, that was pretty funny. It's not my neighbor has chickens, see, so I'm trying to get Becky to make a little pair of pants, and I'm gonna sneak over there at night and put pants on them, and then I can just laugh hysterically all by myself.
Jesus Christ, you're right.
Is that funny?
It's yeah.
I've just never seen anything like it.
I'm playing it right now. Hold on.
It's making me watch a 15-second ad before I can see this.
If you go to wimp.com, it's right there. You know, it's funny because he looks like he's running the yard. Because of the pants, he kind of stands up a little straighter. He looks like the foreman. He looks like he's the farmer. Yeah.
Oh, boss pants.
Yeah.
Is this what's going to happen? We kick all the illegals out?
Well, I mean, we certainly have a way to manage it. Yeah. Try and catch up with the chicken. He's managing a fence from this picture.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, he's good at his job. And because of his wings, he looks like his hands are on his hips all the time. Like I think he's mad at me. Like he's looking around like, horse?
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable, horse.
But you know what's funny is if you were like one of those animal activists, just put pants on like chickens and let them run in front of Kentucky Fried Chicken, people go like, I'm not eating there. Not eating that guy.
I think I'm going to give the award for best joke under this video to YouTube user KHolmes1, and it just says, "Is that chicken cords on blue?" So I appreciate the pun.
And now I'm hungry.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty amazing, really.
Yeah. If anyone listening to this podcast, if anyone's listening, there's something way more interesting, and that there will be a link. So stop listening and go watch that because it's fucking hilarious.
We should try to get that chicken on the podcast.
Yeah, he might be booked.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably doing the late show this week, but maybe
he's probably singing car karaoke with what's his name.
Killing it.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, that was exactly. It definitely takes cockfighting to a new level.
Yeah. Well, would it be more acceptable to have cockfighting if they were wearing pants? Maybe people are confused what the cockfighting is all about.
More upper body strength.
Yeah. They need sports bras to cover their breasts.
The feathers don't do it, huh?
Nope.
Well, we've got a trip to Vegas coming up this weekend. We're leaving in a couple days.
Field trip? Is that this weekend?
Oh, yeah. It's
shit.
The show is the 28th. That's Sunday at the Dive Bar. Becker, you coming out?
We'll be there.
Excellent.
And when I say we, I mean me and Becky and a young man named John Norris.
I'm there.
John, you're going?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, how great.
I had no idea it was this weekend already. Man, I thought I had more time. I'm not even close to being ready.
What, you haven't scrubbed the rest of porn off your work?
Yeah.
No, I've got so many more hard drives to go through. My girlfriend just actually got back from Vegas on Sunday.
Another wedding party?
No, her and her dad went. Her dad surprised her and took her to Vegas.
Does she have a game that she plays out there? Is there some interest in gambling, or is it just the shows?
She likes slot machines, mostly shows.
Yeah.
She does the slot machines. I think she won $130 and then quickly lost it.
Yeah.
So, but we still count it as a win.
Well, sure it is.
Yeah.
But she said they saw Leonard Skinner and Peter Frampton, which is a weird combo.
Like on the street?
No, they have a Vegas. They teamed up finally. Yeah. The team up everybody was asking for.
Yeah.
Good luck, Celine Dion.
And apparently Leonard Skinner, maybe not surprisingly, stopped in the middle of their show to do an ad for Donald Trump. So.
Oh boy.
So if that's what you want to see in Vegas, I'm in.
Well, yeah, we've got we're driving out, so we're taking off on Thursday morning, and taking our time getting out there. We're not going to get there till Friday, and then yeah, we'll just we'll meet up with you guys out there. The show is going to be Christine Levine and Brendan Walsh, Matt Becker, this young upstart. Matt Becker is going to do some time.
Up and comer. And I heard he's the first white comic to perform on BET.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else is going to be there. Oh,
I'm going to bring my mouthpiece.
Doug's going to do.
I'm bringing. I think I might bring Mini Sky Chicken.
Yeah. Oh, your pocket fisherman.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Sky Chicken.
Yeah, because at the Flamingo they have birds all over the place. So
it's actually encouraged. Trying to get rid of them. So we're gonna have a good time. I don't know exactly what the time frame is of how everything's going down, but Sunday night will be a blast. It's gonna be a full show. It's sold out, and yeah, it's at the dive bar. So good. James Inman's on the bill too. That's who it was.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. By popular demand. Inman. And we'll be podcasting.
Will you be selling merch, or as I call it, pills out of his pocket after the show?
We'll see. Who else is going? I think
Brendan Walsh.
Andy Andrist. Andy Andrist will be there as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a full night. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm stoked you guys are gonna be there. We can actually do a podcast, the three of us in the same room.
It's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, excellent,
incredible.
Housekeeping.
Oh, and I don't know if you guys have you checked out the audiobook from audible.com, Doug Stanhope's Digging Up Mother?
I'm waiting because I wanted the initial rush to go through, and then I want to buy mine after that, so then the numbers stay even.
I think you can actually sign up for audible.com if you're not already a member, and then you get one free book. You can get the book. You have to put your credit card in to start, but then you just cancel it after 30 days. I'm not saying that that's what you should do. I'm saying that's a good introductory offer that they're giving.
Sure.
And that's how I started. And I've been a member for 8 months now.
How does Audible has like a weird credit system where you buy credits instead of like buying the book, right?
You get like I think if you have a monthly fee to be a member, you get credits towards the book every month, and you can accrue the more credits the longer you're on you're with the program. So yeah, I have multiple credits right now. So all I had to do is just go to Amazon and click on the book purchase through Audible. But I got it through my Amazon account, which shows me how many credits I have.
I don't like using credit. It feels like one of those. It feels like an iPhone game where like you have to like. If you want to save your dragon, you have to buy 35 crystals. Crystals are $17 each. So, all right.
Yeah. Okay. But the thing is, John, this is knowledge.
True.
Well, it's also the prices of books are vastly different, and you're just buying the digital rights to a book, so. It should be a little bit more even, and I think that's why they use the credit system. So you get a book that has a retail value of $26.99, say, and then another book that has a value of $48. You're not having to pay more credits. You're still just using one credit.
That's fair. That makes sense. All right. I'm sold.
Yeah,
I'm sold.
The audiobook itself is 12 hours, so there's plenty of supplemental material and the podcast style. Becker's on there. I'm on there. Well, just about everyone who we could get. Well, anyone we could get a hold of, and some people surprisingly got a hold of, are actually on the book as well. So it's fun. And Chad reads most of it, so you won't have to listen to Doug.
Except for Doug's mom. Doug's mom didn't make the audio.
She didn't make it. I think Tracy may have read one of Mother's. I know Patty read some of the stuff that Mother said about Patty, which was pretty awesome. Patty's reading her own damning letter. Yeah, it's good. It's good. So that's on audible.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, John, Vegas,
Yeah.
what's your plans? You want to, what game do you want to try roulette?
I don't know how roulette. I guess I can pick a number and a color, just like
I'll
anybody
walk
else.
you through it. All you got to do is just be really good at random numbers. You're good.
I'm possibly great at that.
So the deal with roulette, though, Becker, if you could help me out here, is every single time they spin the wheel and throw the ball, it's the same odds every single time. You can't look at the thing and go like, oh my God, 13's come up 3 times. That doesn't mean the odds are better that 13 is going to come up or not come up again. Correct?
No, they said the greatest thing they've ever done with a game, any table game, was putting that counter up there.
The tally for the last 20
went through the roof.
The last 20 spins are up there, and everyone's looking at it. So then everyone's totally disregarding the science, and they're saying, well, it's got to hit. Red's got to hit because look there's 5 blacks, black. It's gonna hit red now, and then it comes up black again, and then it just fuels more certainty that the next one's gonna be red. But it's 100% of the time it's the same odds, right?
Yeah, well, it is, except for those 2 doubles, 0 and 00.
Yeah.
That just fucked you royally.
Well, that's why it's not 50-50. It's like 46-46, right? Or whatever it is. I mean, whatever the math is.
So you have a less than 50% chance of winning every time.
Yes.
As long as you only pick a color, right? As long as you pick red or black.
Yes.
Right, but you only get even money, so you're risking.
Yeah.
46% to a full dollar.
Yeah.
Oh.
But every single time, the odds are that any number can come up every single time. That's the same on those numbers because there's just one number for all the way through the 0, 00, and then whatever it goes up to.
But as we know, if you do it right and you pick the one time when your number comes up, 26 black, 36 red, 13 black.
So what's so say I put $10 on 26 red. Is 26 red? What's
26
the
is black?
You'll get like $300.
What's the payout?
It's like $300.
I mean,
it's 32 to 1.
Because that's what happened. That's what happened with Tracy and I last time when Doug had a show out there. We were lost looking for this one steakhouse, and we walked into this through the lobby or the gaming area, and we just were getting our bearings. Like, oh, we're supposed to turn left here. It's like, hold on, roulette. Tracy put $20 down on 23, the number 23. As the wheel was spinning, she just threw it down there, and she hit. Right there. The guy handed us $700 or whatever. Tracy gave him 50, and we fucking continued on to dinner and had a great night. So
yeah, and that's what I love about Vegas.
Yeah, that's and that'll keep me playing fucking roulette forever because you'll chase that dragon, man.
Do they have rat races at any casinos?
Oh, like the fair?
Yeah.
Technically, they're called strip clubs.
Perfect. It's going. The mouse is going for the brown hole.
What's cool, John, is we can get tattoos 24 hours a day down there. So figure out what you want. Don't go in there all not sure.
No, we get our tattoos early in the morning. We go at 7 a.m.
That's best.
Right
That's
after
that's when the artists are fresh. They're ready to do their best work.
And you'll have a nice breakfast sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat while you're there in the chair.
Oh, we got to do the Rio. We got to do the Rio zip line too.
Oh Jesus! What, the Rio? No, the one in Fremont Street, right?
That's the Rube one.
Wait, they have one in Rio?
Yeah, they got one that goes over the strip.
What?
Tower to tower. You sit in the fucking goddamn chair like a recliner, and then it halfway through it tips over and tilts you face down.
No, that
and
doesn't
sits
sound
there
good.
for a second,
That
tilts
sounds
back,
terrifying.
and then whips you backwards.
Becker, you have a fear of heights. What the fuck?
I know. This is how you overcome it.
Then have you been cured?
I don't know. I haven't done it yet.
I don't have a fear of heights, but I have a fear of safety workers who get paid minimum wage to run zip lines.
Or who gives a fuck attitude going to a fucking $9 an hour job.
Yeah, they're basically like, they're just texting people on their phone. They're like, yeah, it's good. Get on there.
Ugh, Jesus.
Go on the wheel. Go on the wheel. We've done that a couple times. Go on the wheel. They serve you all the drinks you want. But don't start drinking until halfway through the wheel.
Wait, what's the wheel?
Because there's no bathroom on the wheel.
The wheel's
that giant Ferris wheel.
Is that big Ferris wheel?
Yeah, we did it. And there's no bathroom on them. You're in a pod basically for about an hour. So, I mean, if you're fucking throwing down in Vegas, you get on there, you're like, oh, yeah, hurry. It's just starting now. And you get on it. And all of a sudden you're like, you don't have a bathroom on this thing?
Well, they'd have to have 100 bathrooms, one on each pod.
Well,
one would be good.
Every pod is a bathroom.
Every pod absolutely is a bathroom. Just bring water bottles, right?
I mean, yeah, let's down booze for fucking 45 minutes and see how that ends.
Well, maybe
you can drink a bottle of Miller Lite and then start peeing in it while you drink the next one and keep going. You got a chain going. You're good.
Make it rain. Well, those one people were having sex on it, and they didn't know there were cameras. They said, and then all of a sudden they were telling them on the intercom, "Stop having sex. We can see you." They're like, what? And they just continued.
Why would they stop them?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I know. I gave you $40. People in rooms because I in the Flamingo when I stay there, you can look across, and I was right across from the wheel, and I wish I'd have brought binoculars because that would have been fun to watch people.
So the wheel, is that something you're going to do for sure? Does that freak you out?
Oh, I mean, you can do it if you want. It's a waste of time.
Yeah,
it's been dying on the vine. They expected. You know, they predict. They build this huge fucking wheel. They go, it's going to be huge. Americans have ADD. Once you get halfway up, you've taken all the pictures of the strip you want. You've done everything you want to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, and the girl's like, did you want another double cranberry vodka? And you're like, sure.
Wait, there's a bar. There's a bar.
Now you realize you're just a hostage. It's like you're on one of those trains.
Is there a bar in each pod?
No, there's a bar pod. There's a sober pod too. Sober pod, I couldn't even imagine. I'd be jumping out.
So
like,
hold on a second. How do you get drinks? Is there if there's a pod?
There's a lady on there serving you
in each of the pods. How many people are in a pod?
Yeah. Half the pods are alcohol and half are non-alcohol. Family venue. It's for families, Ggreg.
Vegas has not been for family for years. It's bullshit for people to even assume that. So to explain this, the pod is so. How many people go into one pod?
About 18. And that's the problem, too, is we had a group of about 10, but then we had 8 strangers on with it. Yeah. And they were those stuck up there, like, oh, look at these people. And we're like, fuck you. I finally told our group, let's take this thing over. So we made them uncomfortable. We kept going, oh, look. And we're like, doing any kind of weird thing we could do. Can I get a picture holding your leg? And the lady's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. Can I get a picture with your friend? I was like, finally there. But when you're uncomfortable, I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? We're stuck on a pod for another 40 minutes.
Were you with all, was your group all Alaskan or transplanted?
Alaskan poker people. And
I see the problem.
And transplants that live down there now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we were all in the same mentality. We're like, all right. And I told them right when we hit the peak, that's when we start doing shots. So we're like, patrol. And we're slamming them down. This one lady's like, I didn't know. Did they not restrict how much they can drink on this?
I think that's a great tip, Becker. Hold off.
No, but it's 40. Here's the deal. The only good thing about it is tip the girl who's giving the drinks, but you buy it. It's like, I think it's $15 more for the alcohol card.
Yeah.
Because they're losing money. Yeah. Thing's not paying for itself. So they run deals. Well, we got on it. We clearly drank about $250 worth of alcohol. Because the other 8 were just sitting there like drinking a beer going, this is really cool, I guess. I should chat snap it.
So the booze is free when you get in there?
If you get the alcohol card, yeah.
Okay.
It's included. But the girl's kind of stingy at first. But once you start throwing 20s in.
Yeah. She knows you guys are service.
Fuck this. I barely make a living.
Well, yeah, that's good to know. I mean, I don't think I would ever go on this thing because I did one of those parasail things once, and the minute you get up and they've let out all the rope, you can't get down quick enough. And the way it's set up is they pay out the rope. You're up above the bay and you're looking around, and then they start driving around all over the place. It's like, no, I'm up here now down. Let's just get the fuck out of here. I couldn't get down quick enough once I got up there. And it wasn't because I was afraid of heights. It's like, it really doesn't change much. You just get a little colder as the time goes by because of the wind. Right?
I'm not much for like beautiful vistas. It's, it's fun for like a second or two, but then I got it. Like I don't need to study the landscape.
I said that too until I did that gyrocopter in goddamn Costa Rica. That thing was cool.
That's Costa Rica. I did parasailing in Florida where you could basically stand on your tippy toes and see Georgia. It's flat as fuck out there. There's nothing to see.
Right.
So I guess your surroundings would matter. The gyrocopter, did that freak you out?
I did it to find out if I could get a gyrocopter, and I think I could. Yeah, no, you're sitting literally in a chair in the middle of the air, and he's flying it from behind you. So you're just sitting there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he shuts it off. He goes, "It's fine," and we're just sitting there in the air, and you go, "This is amazing."
Wait, how does that work?
It's a reverse rotor, so basically wind speed keeps it up. So as long as there's enough wind to keep it going 35 miles an hour, it just sits there in the air. And we were sitting over top the ocean.
What if the wind stops?
He said it doesn't matter. It just, you
go
can turn the motor on.
You go down slowly?
Yeah, you can land with no motor on. Once you get up to height, you're fine. You just got to take off.
Does it like glide down, or does it just as it's
going? Yeah, it's like a glider. Yeah, at that point, it's like a glider.
As it's plummeting to the earth, it makes the propeller spin.
You can go, like I said, the guy flew the one with the hard shell one that he showed me. He flew it over the Andes. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're in a chair over the Andes?
So the one you were in was open pit, right?
Yeah, he said the hard shell one. He goes, it doesn't work in Alaska or in Costa Rica. He goes, it's too hot. You can't even take it up. It's just the whole pod. I go, you can't put air conditioning? He goes, no, it'd be too much weight. I go, fuck that. Get rid of some of those turbo engines.
Yeah, okay, I see this now. Hey, they got a picture of a hot girl on a couple of these. That's the way to sell it.
Yeah.
That's how they sell everything. Gyrocopters, roast beef sandwiches,
shoes.
All right, here you go. I'll send this to you. I think this is the one. Jesus, that's quite a link. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, but yeah, and that was the thing is I have a fear of heights, but I have a fear of heights on on my own terms, and I'm right on this. I've never ever I've fallen on the ground before, and I always figured I was at the right height to do that.
Oh, I'm also looking at pictures of these, and there's this girl. I think it's all the same girl, and that's her thing is like flying in a loose tank top with her tits out.
The hot gyrocopter girl.
She was like, how am I going to set myself apart from all these other copter pilots?
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I don't think I would do the Rio the Rio whatever that fucking zip line. It just doesn't. I agree with John. It just seems you're leaving a lot of stuff up to the universe at that point. Disgruntled employees and all.
The guy's German, so you feel good about
it. The gyrocopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the zip line. Let's get back to Vegas here.
Yeah. Zip line. Yeah, the zip line. If you look at it, they've been stringing cables across that town for years. They were the first ones to have indoor TV, I think. Bugsy Siegel brought it.
Oh. What were they watching TV outdoors before that?
Oh, we should go to the Mob Museum, too. That's downtown, right?
The what?
The Mob Museum.
Mob Museum? I'll write that down.
Yeah. There's also the Pinball Museum, which...
we got to go to that, John.
I mean,
they stayed open 24 hours. It's really hot in there. God love them. The whole story behind it's great, and it's every pinball machine ever made. I mean, you'll see some that they go, there's only 3 in existence we know of, and this is one of them, and you play it. The other 2 are private owners, and you'll never see it again.
Wait, so what does it cost to get into the pinball museum?
Nothing. You go in there and you just throw quarters in it. You just I just took all handfuls of quarters and threw it in their tip thing, going, keep this going, because it's got to cost $1 million in electricity.
It's in Vegas?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Or is it the Hall of Fame?
Guys.
No, the Pinball Hall of Fame.
That's what it is.
It's 12 minutes from where the dive bar. to tell you how I figured this out.
It sounds like you've already made plans.
Not at all. Limo will be there at noon. Yeah.
I've changed my mind about the zip line because I just read this story about a teenager who was on the zip line and urinated on everybody.
Oh, awesome!
He showered the crowd.
That's allowed.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was allowed.
Oh, they charged him, didn't they?
Here's
He made it rain.
Here's the eyewitness quote from the story. Like a lot of liquid coming from above us, just showering from head to toe, our back and top of the head dripping down. We thought it was some sort of water, maybe some drinks or beer. It was urine.
John, you read it like Penthouse Forum. That was pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Listen, the tone was all me, but the words were Casimir Ferguson from Honolulu.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the one thing downtown, John, is it's kind of grainy sometimes.
I'm in.
Well, maybe.
Listen, I don't have fun. I don't have fun unless there's a chance I get urinated on.
Do you enjoy really sugary foot-long drinks?
Overpriced sugary footlong drinks.
Yeah, totally. Who doesn't?
Yeah. And then you want to keep the cup because nothing looks better when you're trying to hail a cab when you're leaving than having a foot-long tube.
I want to get back on that plane with my carry-on luggage and at least 3 empty, like those hollow guitars. I want the hollow guitar drinks.
All right, we definitely got to go to the Pinball Hall of Fame. The P-Hoff.
Yeah, no, we're going.
P-Hoff.
And it's just prepare yourself. It's really hot in there, but it's everything. And you're going to get lost in your own little twine. In other words, we don't have to stay as a pod because like I did it and all the guys came in there. It was like my birthday and they're like, oh, yeah. I said I wanted to go this thing 2 years before I forgot to go because we'd always get too busy.
Yeah.
And these guys made a point of going. And some of these guys are bigger guys and stuff. And it was 120 degrees in there.
It's like a sauna and a pinball museum.
So this is a good.
But they were sitting there.
This is a good chance.
One lady's from the Philippines, and she's like, "This is too hot." I was like, "You lived in the Philippines in a box."
Well, this is a good chance to break out the Speedo and the mesh tank top.
Yes, indeed.
Dress for your surroundings, right?
That's it. I'm bringing a bucket of ice.
Yeah.
But no, it's really fun though, and some of the games are just insane when you see them. Like they're made of wood and wooden wheels, and you just go, "Is this real? They really played this?"
No,
and you see.
Go ahead.
It's from the time when pinball machines were outlawed in New York City.
No, it's when we still built things in America and they were really well built. I mean, this thing is from, 1912, and it's a baseball game. And you're like, baseball wasn't even invented yet.
Hold on. Here's the link, you guys. This is a Google link that is a panoramic. You can go 360 degrees down the aisles. Oh, this is cool. Jesus Christ, dude, there's a lot of games.
No, it's everything. It really is. They point out the ones that are the rare ones that you go, you're never going to see this game again. And there were a couple that got banned because, whatever. Like, the joke is, they have the punching game, like the punching bag, coin op. It's everything coin op pretty much, but like the punching bag one. And then next to it's like one that they had was like, I think it was like the Accused pinball machine.
The one that
the Accused.
Yeah, Jodie Foster's head spins around on top when you win. Yeah, they only made 3 of these.
Oh, this is kick-ass, dude. I was thinking more of a basement, but this looks like a big old arcade, but without it being dark. Remember arcades used to always be dark, low lit.
Yeah.
Back when they had real arcades.
Just so you couldn't tell the older guy talking to the younger guy.
All right, fantastic.
Those guys went to Congress.
I'm excited. When do you guys get there? Sunday?
John will be in. Hey, do you have a room, John? Are you guys going to be in Saturday?
Yeah, we'll be in Saturday, but we've got a full house already. We got.
I just need you to hang out with me on Sunday because.
Yeah, he gets in at 8:30 in the morning on Sunday.
Who does?
Which means I can get him a room at the Plaza, but it's the most expensive room of the week.
Okay.
So
but when he gets there, he just come to where we are.
Right.
Yeah, come to our room and then we can hang out.
We get in at a reasonable 2:00 in the afternoon, like normal people.
Yeah.
John gets in it.
I'm an early riser, guys. I like to get into Vegas early.
Sure.
But hey, how great was your flight though? It got you straight in. I mean, you just go direct.
Yeah.
You go 1 to 8, bam, you're in.
All right, Norris. You're going to be in around 8:30 a.m. Sunday morning. So we'll probably have to
You know what, Becky's excited to see everybody. And then she goes, you know what I'm really excited about? I go, and I looked her right in the eye and I knew. I go, the turkey dinner across the street.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah.
No shame in that. It's that or
that's a great restaurant.
It's that or the shrimp cocktail that they're famous for. I don't even know the name of that place. I just know it's across the street.
Becky with her $500 EpiPen?
No. I'm talking about for me. That place is known, and I'm like, what turkey dinner? Because that didn't register to me. But then it's like, the place with the shrimp cocktail. I'm like, oh, that fucking place. I forgot that they had the turkey dinner because that's Becky's thing.
Yeah, she's giddy.
Yeah, bring the EpiPen.
I'm just now realizing I've never been to downtown Vegas. I've never been to Fremont.
Really?
I've been to Vegas a bunch of times, but I've never been downtown.
Best pawn shops ever. You can buy stuff, John, brand new going into the store.
Perfect. That's where they
get all your shopping
people
done.
Are like, I'm
probably not going to do that, but I'm glad that's an option.
That is an option, yeah. Well, it's nice to know what you can do. Well, fantastic, guys. I think this will be a fantastic trip, even more so now that I know that Near the Wild will be reunited for the first time in, many years. I can't remember the last time we did a podcast together in the same room.
We should do it from 3 different rooms at the plaza.
Just so we don't have to see each other's faces.
That would be easier.
Yeah. Oh, that just reminded me of something else to bring. Thank you, Becker. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I remember the plaza didn't have very good internet last time, but we got a thing called a MiFi. It's a little internet connection. It's like a hub, but it just goes straight up to use the cell connection, data connection, and I'll bring that. Not that we need it, but I mean just for other stuff while we're out there.
In case, yeah. And then they got a great pool at the plaza too.
Yeah, the great thing about the plaza pool is it's not that great, which equals great for us because we don't want a pool where everyone's going to. We want a pool where people are like, let's just skip it. I'll take a bath instead. That's our pool, and that's definitely there.
And Chad Shank's gonna be there.
Chad Shank's gonna be there too. It's gonna be fantastic. We're gonna have a good time. So, do you want to talk about stealing roadkill? I saw that in the news.
Yeah, could you believe that? 2 times they stole roadkill, which is illegal in Alaska.
Well, it's illegal. I've always known about like when a moose is hit on the road, that when it eventually dies, that someone comes by and picks it up. I didn't know it was such a big deal.
They have a sign-up sheet where when a moose gets hit, they call you and they say, "Hey, a moose got hit. You're next on the list. It's yours." And you used to have to go and actually go get it yourself.
That's what I thought.
You still do?
No, now they switched it. Now they have this group called the Moose Federation that has tow trucks, and they'll pick it up and drop it off in your driveway.
Oh, well, I had a guy at the poker game on Sunday who is one of those guys. He got a call at 8 in the morning. Said I had a long night. 8 in the morning, phone rings, and they go, "Got a moose if you want it." And he had to go out, skin it, gut it, take it to Indian Valley Meats.
It might have been one of these things where the Moose Federation that you're talking about, John, they have jurisdiction in certain areas.
You're probably right.
Becker's friend might be somewhere else because the Moose Federation, I believe they're paid, aren't they, for transporting the moose, like $200?
Yeah, something like that. And I guess because I talked to the guy who worked there or started it, he did something for them. And I guess there were you're sending people out at 2 in the morning when the weather's bad to go hang out on the side of the road and skin a moose, and people were actually getting hit after the moose got hit. So
or just not showing up or getting in an accident on the way to pick up their killed moose, their roadkill.
Right. Yeah. So now we have a poacher who he's basically cutting in line. He's like, fuck this line. I am picking up this moose.
Well,
yeah.
How quick? He must be quick. I don't know. I would look for somebody with a winch, a flatbed truck.
Well, they're not taking the kill, right? They're just taking they're cutting off a large a shoulder or a shank section, right? Or are they taking the whole moose?
No, they take the whole moose.
Oh, fuck.
But they take it, and they're not really allowed. But it's really funny. Well, the reason they had to come up with laws was up here, that used to be called felon hunting. You just got an old truck, and you went out looking for moose.
Yeah.
So if you hit it, you could keep it. Then everybody just hit moose.
So they aim for the moose.
Mm-hmm. You could debone it if you hit it fast enough.
Yeah. I guess, who's to say, as long as you don't fucking hit the brakes too quick, sketchy, then they're not going to see. You could just say, I looked down, spilled some coffee, I looked up and the moose was right, but you were still on the shoulder. How come you're on the shoulder? But yeah, you can't shoot a moose from the road, but you can hit a moose from the road. And if once you got a big enough, just put one of those big, those 2x8s on the front of your bumper, big blocks of wood, or drive a tow truck around.
Actually, just put a metal pipe off your bumper straight out and just javelin them.
Yeah, skewer them. Now they're ready for the barbecue.
I have a giant spear I drive around with. When people are too slow, I like to poke them with it. Just get up and just start poking their tailgate.
Moose.
You get a lot of tourists, but you'll eventually get a moose.
Yeah. Well, I hope they catch the guy or the people doing it. But if they need the meat that bad to risk, a federal offense, maybe they should jump up on the list. Just get them one. How much fucking moose is that? They've got two.
The whales. Oh, the whales. This year, the whales are thick as thieves at Beluga Point.
That's just right outside of Anchorage.
Yep.
Yeah.
40 minutes away. Because that was the guy said it was 6 miles from his house when they called him. So he went and did that. Then he was coming to the poker game in Anchorage, and he was dropped off the meat. Said, all right, I'm going to poker. Fuck it. And he said 25 minutes to get through from Girdwood to whatever, the lodge there, the bar. And he said it was all tourists just stopping, looking at the on the road, looking at whales jumping. And he goes, I get it, but you pull off the road to watch whales. You don't drive on an interstate.
Yeah,
only road.
It gets fucked up there on that road because it's one lane going in each direction for most of it, and people forget that that's an actual fucking highway, and there are tons of locals who don't fucking care and pass when it's probably not safe.
Yep. Yeah. They know where they're going. But so that was kind of exciting. Was the whales are jumping, and I guess they're just hundreds of them this year. So I don't know if we polluted the ocean enough, but
maybe that's the last bit of the last body of water that's clean, glacial water.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that? That was a thing in the news today too, or yesterday was. They're now selling more bottled water than soda.
You mean Coca-Cola and Pepsi are?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're paying less for the product, but they're selling more of it in the form of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're selling tap water.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they've never claimed they weren't. But the thing is they've now convinced us, and that's why when you get things like Flint, Michigan, they go, "Oh, is your tap water safe?" No, your plastic bottled water is a lot safer, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. It was Coca-Cola definitely poisoned the water.
There's money in it.
But what do you do, Becker? What do you do in Costa Rica for water?
Oh, we have 3 wells on our,
like deep wells that you have a pump that pumps water up to the house. And you have like a
it's a natural wells, and it's perfect drinking water. I mean, it's amazing. And it fucked us one year because we bought everybody coffee going, this is the most amazing coffee. And we brought it home. We tried it ourselves and went, this is horrible fucking coffee. But the water was so good that the coffee.
We have great water in Anchorage.
Oh, yeah,
we do.
I know Seattle does. Bisbee does not. We're a mining town.
It kills me when tourists go, do you have bottled water? I go, no, we don't. I said, we have the cleanest drinking water in the nation. Would you like that? They're like, well, I don't know. I've heard. What'd you hear? You heard that our glaciers are melting and that's water that's like fucking fresh.
That's what Nestle and Coca-Cola tells people.
Yeah.
Don't drink that Alaskan water.
Yeah.
Actually, if you live in rural Alaska, don't drink the water. But
fracking water. But did you see that there's an 80-mile crack in the Antarctic, and it looks like it's going to be the size of Delaware, and it's going to break off.
And we're all going to die.
Well, no, we're not going to die. Remember, this is my thing. I think we're going to die, but we're going to die in a weird way. Like it'll just get nicer and nicer, and we won't notice.
Oh, like by surprise, like Pompeii.
Yeah, we'll be like, this isn't so bad.
Yeah.
I got like 5 chickens, and they're all wearing pants.
And then we're all using like 500 SPF sunscreen, and we're like, it is unseasonably nice out for February.
The world's gotten weird, though. I will admit that. I went to Costco the other day, and a guy whipped in, cut me off, which I thought was funny because he's in one of those little smart cars.
The little tiny ones?
Yeah, I'm in a Subaru, which usually can't compete with anything but that car.
Yeah.
And he cuts me off. I'm like, and we park next to each other. I get out. I looked at him, and he's looking at me like I'm going to yell at him for cutting me off. And I go, there is nothing I buy at Costco that will fit in your car.
Maybe
I very often go to Costco and buy like a rotisserie chicken and a bag of broccoli, and then I'm standing in line with my 2 things. And it's an hour-long line, but I don't care.
Is that the weirdest thing ever? Costco,
I'm saving a ton of money.
The weirdest thing at Costco is that you can buy a rotisserie chicken for $5.
$5.
I went over and looked at the chickens. They were $11 for an uncooked chicken.
Yeah.
I go, huh?
The thing at Costco that my brother tipped me off to was in Sammamish. They cut up the rotisserie chickens from the day before, which are still good. They take them off the spit if they didn't sell, and then they'll cut them up, and then they'll actually part out the breasts, and then you can get all the shredded meat as well. I mean it's still reasonable. And then there's another thing.
Is it less? Is it less than $5?
No, I think it's a little bit more because you're getting a ton of breast meat. I mean, you're getting
but it's a day old.
It's not a day old. I mean,
it was cooked yesterday.
Well, it was cooked yesterday, but then it went right into the dismembering machine, and then went into a bag. How old do you think that chicken is before it gets cooked?
Fuck that old chicken, Greg.
Oh, millennials.
I want fresh.
I want fresh
farm.
chicken.
The chickens walked straight from the farm to into the Costco, and they threw them in the oven, and that's how fresh I want it.
They march right into the oven, take off their blue pants, and then jump into the oven. Okay.
Take off your blue pants, chicken.
You know what? There was one retail terrorist I know. I won't say who it was, but they used to take the stickers off the produce because they have to say where it's all from now.
Origin, an origin sticker.
Yeah, like whatever, avocados from Ecuador, and it says this product's from Ecuador, and I would take this. Well, somebody would take the stickers off that, and I would put it on like the prime rib. It was like people would look at it and go, Ecuador? I don't know if I want prime rib.
No,
Ecuador.
You take like 3 of the stickers, like Ecuador, Guatemala, Vietnam, Australia, and then you put it on the ground beef. Put all 3 of them.
Sorry, it's the law. We have to say where all of it came from.
No HMOs, but it might have heroin shoved in its center.
Yeah, you want to be careful. You want to open it carefully.
Watch out for needles.
All right, you've listened to another episode of Near the Wild. I'm Matt Becker, sitting on a bus on a rainy day in Anchorage, Alaska.
I'm John Norris, sitting on a bus on a beautiful sunny day in Anchorage, Alaska.
And I'm Ggreg Chaille, the only one apparently who's not in a bus, but it is sunny here in Bisbee, Arizona. And when I see you guys next, we'll be in Las Vegas, guys.
Woo, Viva Las Vegas. Oh, you stole it from me.
You've been listening to the Near the Wild podcast with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska on Matt Becker's backyard bus. Engineered by me, Ggreg Chaille.